It looks like today is going to be a rainy one.
Yeah, but these are the best days to eat. We're sitting on the front porch here and they're playing rain songs because it's currently raining. But we are at Dollywood today and we are here to eat. We are going to eat some of the best food at Dollywood. And if you didn't already know this, Dollywood is the best food park that we have ever been to and probably that ever exists. So there's gonna be a lot of good food today.
I do have a game plan for where we're gonna start. So I think we should start at Hickory House because normally by the time we get there, we're full and it's hot.
Yeah.
So let's go enjoy it first thing this morning.
Nothing like barbecue for breakfast. Up first, we are starting with a big meal. This is the Big Bear Feast from Hickory House Barbecue. We haven't tried this yet, but I can tell you it's gonna be delicious because it is coming from this restaurant. We have never gotten anything that wasn't absolutely amazing from Hickory House. It might be the best restaurant at Dollywood. They just don't miss. This is their most expensive menu item and for good reason. It comes with sliced beef on it, pulled pork, queso, and barbecue sauce, and then it also comes with their classic like little twisty fries. These things are to die for. I would fight somebody for these fries.
Anna is currently trying to pick up this sandwich and I'm excited to watch how this goes.
Well, don't be afraid now. Did you get napkins?
I did. I grabbed several napkins. Also, I called dibs on the fry that was sitting underneath the sandwich. Ooh, it looks good. Okay, fair warning, I did clean myself off. This is a very messy sandwich between the queso and the barbecue sauce. It's saucy, but like the perfect amount of sauce. It's salty, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's got the queso on there. This is everything that you could ever want in a barbecue sandwich, and the meat is so fresh. It tastes like they just like pulled it out of the barbecue pit. It is so juicy and so delicious. If you are coming to Dollywood, eat here for breakfast, okay? It is too early to be eating barbecue, but I highly recommend it.
Can I have the fry that's beside the fry that you called dibs on?
Yes.
You know what's wild? We're sitting here eating this giant sandwich. We're right here by Eagles. There's Eagles up there. There's two really close right over there. I mean, where else can you enjoy a barbecue sandwich with Eagles? That's really good. No, you're right. It tastes fresh. We've always said it about Dollywood in general, but like a lot of theme parks, they just don't do protein right. Like when you get protein, a lot of times it's dry or something. But Dollywood's is always so fresh. It's the Eagles. They want some brisket.
I don't know why, but I expected the sound that the Eagles made to be like a lot lower pitched. Like I didn't expect it to be so like high and like squawky.
I mean, like, what were you expecting? Like a Pokemon or something type of reaction where it's like eagle like deep voice?
No, but I would like that. Tag is a little bit greasy, but these are some pork rinds here at Dollywood. They have all kinds of flavored ones. This one is barbecue. They have Nashville hot and salt and vinegar. We've never had these, but everybody talks about how absolutely delicious they are. But I think my favorite thing is that you can get like a souvenir bucket full of the pork rinds. We opted not to because we didn't want to have to carry it around today, but you can just get like a giant bucket and just refill it all day with pork rinds. They actually fry these up fresh, like right in front of you. There's a big vat of oil that they're just making them all day long. And the guy that's making these right now handed us one like before it's fried. I have never seen this. It is so greasy.
They like puff up.
It's like I can tell that this is just like pure fat. So this turns into this. You can tell these are super fresh because they're still a little bit warm. Like these were definitely fried within like the last hour. And you can see all of the barbecue seasoning in there. This looks so good. I'm usually kind of hit or miss with pork rinds, but I have high hopes for these. These are really good. They're crispy, but they're not like, sometimes they get kind of hard where they're hard to chew. It's not like that. They melt in your mouth. The barbecue seasoning is really, really good. It's not overly sweet, but it's a little sweet, it's tangy. These are very impressive. These might be the best pork rinds I've ever had. Up next, we are here at Granny Ogle's to try the infamous banana pudding. Tyler will be handling the rest of this food review because I am not a fan of bananas or banana pudding.
We came outside to review this because we were sitting on the patio at Granny Ogle's and it was so quiet. I just couldn't pull myself to like interrupt people while they were eating. And so I also needed to sit down before I said this because this is gonna hurt. We had the nanner pudding at Granny Ogle's. And for the longest time, I have always fought tooth and nail. I have always defended my grandmother's honor that she had the best banana pudding. Anytime somebody would mention banana pudding or that banana pudding was good somewhere, I'd go get it, be like, yeah, but my grandmother's is better. Grandma lost today. Sorry, Grandma, you are second all of a sudden. I know we talked about the pork rinds being the best I had ever had, but that banana pudding was delicious. It was more vanilla forward with like hints of banana. It had the vanilla wafers in it. Everything that I love about a banana pudding, it had it. And I am not going to get over the fact that Grandma has been unthroned. Grandma is now, I don't even know, like, what do I say to people? Like, yeah, my grandma used to make decent banana pudding, but then I went to this theme park and had better. So my grandma, she's decent. But seriously, it was unreal how good that banana pudding was. Even Anna tried it. She still didn't like it, but that's because Anna's weird and doesn't like banana pudding. But if you even care for banana pudding, you have to try this.
Y'all know what it's time for.
What is there to say about cinnamon bread other than it's the best? If you come to Dollywood and you don't get cinnamon bread, you didn't visit Dollywood.
How dare you?
This is like a tradition.
Yes.
A religion. This is everything that you need it to be. As good as it looks and as good as we tell you that it is, cinnamon bread is an out-of-body experience.
It really is.
And it's always understated. As many times as you hear how good the cinnamon bread is, it's not enough. I'm telling you right now, it's transcendent. Like, it is so good.
Yeah, you will thank us if you come down here and try it. The number of people that have been like, I thought y'all were just like, I thought it was gonna be fine, but this thing, like, it's life-changing, okay? If you don't do anything else, come to Dollywood and get cinnamon bread.
Legitimately, where we were born and raised is probably about 150 miles from here, maybe a little bit more. There were times that we would drive up here to get this. We don't want to ride coasters. We're gonna come up here and get some cinnamon bread and go home. It's worth it.
I'm digging in before it cools off too much. It is always like piping hot when they give you this, but
What about while we were in there? They're just like making tons of it.
there's so many, like the amount of like tins of cinnamon bread that they were just like throwing out to bake. I would love to know how many of these they sell in a single day.
I'm not going to talk too much about the cinnamon bread because, like we said, we're just going to sit here and talk about how good it is. But this right here, so that is the frosting that you get with it. You can get this or apple butter. Just get this. The apple butter, it's fine. It's not this.
Up next is Miss Lillian's Smokehouse. This is right across the road from the grist mill. So after you indulge in some cinnamon bread, you can walk across the street and get one of the heaviest, like most carb-loaded meals I have ever seen. This is a baked potato with mac and cheese in it and then topped with bacon. The menu literally calls it a carb lover's dream, and thankfully I'm a carb lover, so this is perfect for me. I feel like this is something that could only come out of the South. Like, this is such a Southern creation and I am so here for it. Let's dig in. It's stupid how good that is. Like, it's just good mac and cheese with some bacon on a baked potato. Like, I did have to add some butter and some salt to it because I just like slice open a baked potato and throw mac and cheese on it, but oh my gosh, like, why is that so good? Why do I love this so much?
I've eaten so many carbs today. You described it perfectly. it's stupid that this is good, but it's so good. Like, it shouldn't go together because it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna top a carb with another carb and then just sprinkle a little bacon on it. It's so heavy though. Like, I couldn't eat this whole thing. Like, I don't think I could, even if I hadn't eaten today, I don't think I could eat this whole thing because this thing weighs so much. You know what it reminds me of? Like a really good potato soup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a loaded potato soup. It tastes like a really good loaded potato soup.
We took a little break to let our stomach settle and we played some carnival games. We obviously were not winners. We have absolutely nothing to show for it, but back to the food.
So this is the Klondike Katie flatbread pizza thing. It just says the Klondike Katie. I think my favorite part is it's just two pieces. So the Klondike Katie is actually the name of one of the trains. The one that's going today, I think, yeah, it's the Cinderella. I have vision. I can see it over there. It's the Cinderella. But the last time that we were here, in the last video, we came over here and ate, and it was the Klondike Katie that was out there running. And then we talked about getting this, so full circle, we came back to get it. Tastes like your standard theme park pizza, but it's not bad. It's kind of difficult to eat, like, because it's a little too crispy. Like the crust actually has, see, it's like,
yeah,
it's crispy, but then it has a lot of fold. So I want to like fold it like a New York style. Now I can fold it. Way easier to eat like this. Just break your crust and enjoy.
I'm a team Parmesan girly. Anytime there's like shaker cheese, it's going on my pizza. I love that stuff. Let us know, like, are you guys team shaker cheese or team not shaker cheese? I know some people think it's like really gross, but it's good. It's almost like salt, but like a little more oomph to it. You may notice that I look a little different all of a sudden. So when we got here this morning, it was 65 and spitting rain, and I was cold. So I bought a sweatshirt and I've been wearing it all day. And now it is currently 80 and the sun has come out like all of a sudden. And so I got hot in my sweatshirt, so I put my t-shirt back on, but feels better now. I'm not even sure what this next thing is that we're about to eat. It's called mountain fry bread, and it's basically just some kind of fried dough with cinnamon sugar and powdered sugar, and then it has honey and lemon. It looks and smells delicious. It's also a mess. Like, it was covered all over my hands by the time we got to like where we're sitting over here. It looks like a mix between a funnel cake and a churro, so I'm really interested to try this. Not sure how effective this is, but I'm trying not to have messy hands. There we go. Success. All right, this looks pretty good. It does look very like funnel cake-ish, but just a whole cake instead of like little strips of it. That's exactly what this is. So this is at like the funnel cake stand. That's where we purchased this. I would almost guarantee this is the exact same dough that they use for the funnel cake, but it's just a giant like plate of it instead of the tiny little swirly things.
Put some extra lemon on there. I'm just gonna go at it. I don't have the patience for the way that it looked like you were cutting it. Yeah, it's very familiar. Like, I didn't know what it would taste like, but it's very familiar. However, I think the honey with the lemon, and I squeezed a little bit of lemon on top of it, I think it works. Like, normally when you get a funnel cake, it's just too sweet. Like, it doesn't have anything to cut the sweetness. And this has that, like, the acidity to cut some of that sweetness. And the honey's not overly sweet. There's not a ton. Almost a lot. There's a lot of powdered sugar. I was gonna say there's not a ton of powdered sugar, and then I looked at it. I think some of it's just gotten like sopped with honey, so there was probably more than I thought. I think I like this better than a funnel cake.
I feel like I'm gonna be so sticky. Like, Ugh, I'm gonna have to take a shower. Okay, I'm gonna get a bite with the lemon as well. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's better like that, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't really like lemon on my dessert, so I didn't want to like squeeze it. I was very like suspicious of how it would be. That does make it better. I'm surprised. I think the lemon goes really well with the honey.
Yeah, that's what
I think
I'm
that's
saying.
like the pairing that. Dang.
And with that, I am ready to go home and see the family and then head back and see the dogs. It has been a wonderful trip up here to Dollywood. We had 2 days of an amazing time, so thank you, Dollywood, for always delivering. We always have a blast here. I'm full. And I am going to be full for a couple of days.
I'm tired of eating.
But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you want to see our first day here at Dollywood, check out this video right here. But thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.